Let's try to find some buying opportunities in the stock market. There's one right there. Tesla is up $11.74. That's 6.22%. Closed at 245 post-market. We seem to be up by a further 96 cents. Let's look at what this means on the chart. So we had identified a congestion zone between 180.38 and 194.93. So we said, okay, on the daily chart, if we have a break of 194.35 and we have stochastic over 60, which we almost got today. So stochastic is at 55.45. You can consider it maybe 60. So we have our buy on the daily chart. So this is fantastic. We have our buy. Where will that lead us? That's another story. So we have the buy impulse that we were looking for. Now, in terms of where can it go, we have some resistance at 217.65 right here and 212.28. We have some resistance right here. We have also some downward resistance from our big downward channel. So we need to break that. This is really possible that we cave into that point right here. But, it's not too bad getting in at 200 and maybe having to sell at 218, 17. This is not too bad. If you followed it on the 1 hour chart also, we had, yesterday we did not have the buy impulse because we did not have stochastic over 60. We had it at 52. Everything happened today on the first hour. Boom. The candle was so big that it brought stochastic after the first hour at 95. And this is when on that first hour that we broke 194.35. We had the break of 194.35 on the first hour. Second hour, we had a little bit of a pullback, and then we had some stability on the third candle, which continued that way. I entered at that point after the third hour. So a nice move for Tesla. Let's take a look at the VIX. So VIX is continuing down. This is for sure helping the stock market. We had the big scare 2 days ago with the VIX in terms of the customer pricing index, blah, blah, blah. So, it scared a bunch of things. But now we are coming down. We are outside of our bullish channel. So we'd like to see this. And we even broke this 1409 resistance. So this is fantastic. We'd like to see this. Let's hope that we continue down next week also. Bonds even. US dollar falling down a little bit. This is all helping. Let's take a look at our stock indices. Dow Jones rebounding nicely. Look at this. This is just perfection right here. We are coming down to the support. Boom, boom, bouncing on it. This is how it's supposed to be. S&P 500 climbing very close to this resistance. It would be nice if we would start to break it. NASDAQ continuing onto its bullish channel. It was possible to buy back into it this morning after the candle that we got yesterday. It's still not too high. So, this is still a buy for me. EV stocks, BYD maintaining itself well. So we are going sideways. We don't have any other signs that we want to go higher, but 192 is the number to remember before buying this one. Rivian, a nice day, 5%. We have stochastic over 60, and maybe people are starting to line up before the earnings call that is going to happen next week. So we see some excitement a little bit. So, it would not be a bad idea to get some calls ahead right here, just in case we have a big move on the earnings call. XPeng is still above 883, maintaining itself quite well. Stochastic, look at, wants to go higher. I would still, I would wait for at least a break of this downward resistance. You can buy at any point, but, waiting for this would be a little bit better. And then the big move is going to come after 1056. Neo stochastic is close. It's at 50. And I don't really like to see these wicks at the top right here. So it tells us that we tried to go higher, but was pushed down, just like it happened on February 12th. So when something like this happens, I tend to want to do another resistance right here because effectively this is what's happening. There's kind of another layer that we need to break before we really launch. Let's take a look at our Magnificent 7. Apple is still above its support right here. on this big bullish channel. This one I would not buy before 187.08 with a good stochastic. Amazon continuing sideways, nothing to do. Google almost losing the bullish channel right here. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. Meta tried to break but could not close above. So we have some intention right here. So maybe it wants to break. If it breaks 485.79, then this is going to be another buy impulse. So that is going to be another opportunity to get in. Microsoft just going sideways. NVIDIA just going sideways. ARM, we see some strength right now. We came lower on Tuesday than 123. And then we have been maintaining ourselves quite well. So this buy impulse at 123 is just back. You do what you want with that. Palantir quite strong today, very close to its resistance at 25.62. If it breaks that resistance, this is going to be another buy impulse. So this means that this will give people another opportunity to get back in. AMD going sideways. Gold rebounding a little bit. So 1541 is back in play. So we have some buyers that just showed up. Silver, the same thing. We have pushed back. We are technically outside of our bearish channel. So that's a good news in itself. And we have regained 760 at the same time. Bitcoin making a little bit of a slowdown. Ripple, big move for Ripple, 4.5%. We like to see this. We have broken outside of our bearish channel. So that's a good news. We have also broken a horizontal resistance at 54.8. And we have stochastic over 60. So we have all the criteria that we need to get back into Ripple if you are not already into it, or if you just want to buy more. And Neo battery material climbing back 5%. This one is very volatile, but it really seems like it wants to stay above this bullish channel. Look at this. This is the big bull we are in. And, this is a nice entry right now. This is a nice entry because this is very low on the channel. And we know that we have people that are pushing it back in, We were outside of the channel and we were pushed. Then we were pushed. So, we have buyers. We see the buyers come in all the time. So maybe we want to join them. And Nouveau Monde Graphite. Oh my goodness. What is happening here? Okay, so Nouveau Monde Graphite, look at this. After company entered into separate offtake agreements with Panasonic Energy, General Motors, and others to support the North American electric vehicles ecosystem. The Canada-based developer of graphite-based materials said the agreement include an offtake deal for Canadian graphite with General Motors, which also will provide a $150 million investment that will help them, and an initial $25 million investment for Panasonic Energy, a wholly owned subsidiary of Panasonic Holdings. And the investment it will receive from Panasonic Energy is aimed at supporting the phase 2 operations at the Matawani mine and the Bécancour battery material plant. We could not see it in advance, but we saw that we came back into the congestion zone at $2. Right now it's at $2.50. So maybe we are going to have a bit of a caving down a little bit because of this move, but this one is going to be interesting to watch for in the future. We saw many interesting things today. This is fantastic. Watch me every single weekday where we are going to follow these stocks very closely. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you like what I do, you can become a YouTube member. Click on my Trading affiliate link. I'm going to wish you a great evening. We are going to talk tomorrow and I'm going to tell you à la prochaine.